Hey, what's going on? Rick over here at Battle Crow. So, tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I kind of wanted to put together this little short series to run throughout tomorrow, about 5 videos or so. I'm a strong believer that using music and art to help kind of bring to light and discuss hard to talk about and scary, subjects. You know what I mean? And so I put together 5 songs of things that kind of touch veterans and touch people who have lost people in the military, people who have seen people struggle in the military. And, I think Memorial Day is a great day to kind of bring all this to attention. Veterans Day is also another great day to do it. But Memorial Day is definitely the one with harder subjects. These are the days where we have to reflect and remember those that we lost, those people who fell, fighting for their country and fighting for all of us. And so, yeah, just wanted to kind of do this. I apologize if I end up getting kind of emotional in any of these videos. I thought a while before I came up with these 5 songs. And so, yeah, here's song number 1. This is Wrong Side of Heaven by Death Punch. So let's go ahead and watch this together, and then I'll kind of give a couple 2 cents at the end, and then you guys can hopefully start a discussion in the comments or start discussions with people that are in your lives that have been affected, or people that you miss and that are no longer here. So here we go.
closer every day. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven, and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven, and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven, and the righteous side of hell.
All right, so kind of wanted to start with this video just because for me personally, this is probably the hardest one for me to watch because this is one of the ones that probably hits me closest to the home. Especially the part with the family. It's one of the things that kind of affected me when I got out. I served from 99 to 04, and while I was away and deployed after I had my daughter, my wife got really sick and she got misdiagnosed a bunch of times. We didn't really know what was going on. And then she ended up passing suddenly, leaving me as a, single dad at 24 and a widower at 24, something I wasn't really mature enough or ready to deal with at the time. And to this day, I still kind of feel like I wasn't there when my family needed me because I was deployed, and then, losing my wife and having to come home and be with my daughter. And at the time, we were leaving Afghanistan, going into the whole Iraq thing. And, you weren't really getting the support when you came home. And, since I've been out, I didn't realize, when I got out, that's when I started to realize that like veterans were only really useful when we're in, and we're kind of left on the back burner once we get out. And, I lost friends in, I've lost friends since. I know guys who have PTSD. I know guys that have never really been able to reestablish themselves in civilian life. And, luckily I don't have any real like PTSD. 4th of July is kind of hard with the percussions and the force for the fireworks. Like if I'm awake, I'm fine. But if there's fireworks going on when I'm asleep, I end up getting bad dreams. But yeah, this, I'll give it to this band, this song, and this video for anyone who's served or anyone who's been affected, stuff like this. Like, God, this is probably one of the hardest hitting videos of stuff like that. And, yeah, it's really try not to like break down on camera because, just doesn't really help the discussion and whatnot. But yeah, tomorrow, Memorial Day, remember those that we lost. Be there for any of those who served and lost people, or be there for those who have family who lost people. And everyone just be safe. The world's getting kind of crazy, and we need to focus back on the things that are important and forget all this ideology and politics and everything else, and come back together for our fellow man. But thanks for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Thanks.